Welcome to the Night Owl, the meeting place, those things that keep you up at night. Content may contain graphic language and disturbing scenarios that I can assure you are not for the faint of heart, so listeners' discretion is advised. I'm your host, Isaiah, and if you're still with me, well, maybe you should lock your doors, check those windows, turn out the lights, and get as comfortable as you can. You won't be sleeping tonight. You've been warned. Welcome to the Night Owl. If this is your first time tuning in, then welcome. Hope you don't scare easy because this is where the dark side of things live. If you're a long-time listener, then welcome back. I've missed you. I'm kicking this new year off with the help of some very talented voices attached to some very talented people to help bring these stories to life. If you like what you hear and haven't done so already, do me a favor and take a moment to subscribe, comment, review, anything to help this podcast. Trust me, a little goes a long way. Tonight's episode features part 1 of a mini-series I wrote called Resolutions. We all have big plans for the new year. Starting off on a good foot, leaving the old behind, and just a feeling of new beginnings. But this unlucky group of friends, the hope of starting over and forgetting the past may not be so easy. Narrated by John Scott Horton, Kate Duff, Ryan Roa, Tajsha Jordan, and myself. Well, lock those doors, check those windows, and get comfortable. Because you won't be sleeping tonight. I give you part 1, Resolutions. It's not how I wanted to bring in the new year. I should have stayed home.
Could have picked up that shift, but no. Had to prove a fucking point to my now ex. New year, new me. And he's a piece of shit for what he did, and doesn't matter.
For once, a simple night is all I wanted. Truly. And now my place is a crime scene?
I shouldn't have left him alone. I should have just went for that walk. Ugh. Maybe he just lost his phone or he's just been detoxing. But 2 weeks?
So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page about what happened that night. Ron, right?
Yeah.
You said you last saw your friend outside smoking with...
I mean, I don't know who they were. He seemed like he knew them, but I've never met him.
Aren't you guys best friends?
Yeah, but I don't hold his hand when he goes to the bathroom.
We all are. It was just a small get-together to bring in the new year.
Mia.
Yeah,
He didn't say where he's going?
I'm just out for a cigarette.
Didn't say anything else?
Not to me.
Me either.
Nothing.
You're awfully quiet over there. Mick, was it?
Nothing.
Besides, you were too distracted chasing ass.
Fuck off.
Did you really have to invite those people knowing what John did? I was a fucking joke to them.
Look, that wasn't my intention, and I didn't want any bad blood with him.
Right. So you invite the girl he was fucking behind my back. I hope our friendship was worth it.
Okay. So, you knew who else was here?
Just those 3. I didn't know the guys he went smoking with, though. I can honestly say none of us knew.
Give me your rendition of what happened that night. You're not in a rush, are you?
My pleasure. We had a couple drinks.
We?
Yeah, me and...
My ex's whore.
Come on, Leela. Anyways, we had a few drinks before we got here. Her, a couple of her friends, and myself at some bar nearby.
And then?
We came straight here. By the time we got here, everyone else was already hanging. Seemed pretty dead.
Yeah, because when I invited you, I didn't expect you to bring a +3. You always know how to entertain, Mick.
Okay, so at this point, Jared was here too.
Yeah.
How'd he seem to you? Did he say anything?
No.
Bullshit. I saw him pull you to the side for that stunt you pulled in front of Leela. How'd you be that low, Mick?
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, you were. About yourself, but you were thinking.
From what I saw, Jared wasn't too cool about what Mick did. He got to you before I did. Mick took it as a joke and went towards... He walked towards the back with that girl. He came back not too long after, and I never saw her again.
I saw her. She was coked out of her mind for sure. Texting whoever.
I wonder if she invited those other guys.
The guys that Jared went out to smoke with?
Yeah, I mean, she was the only outlier. Unless, of course, Mick is keeping something.
You too, Mia?
You got a gift for fucking things up, Mick. A part of me wonders if you do it intentionally.
Well, then what happened?
Well, at one point the power went out. Not just here, but on the block, it seemed. But it was quiet. Eerily quiet.
That's strange for New Year's Eve.
Very. I got some candles and flashlights and we had our phones, of course.
My service was shit.
Same.
Yeah.
Nick?
I mean, I was fine.
No surprise.
Yeah, the alerts were non-stop.
Jealous?
That you seek attention more than the kids I babysit? No. If anyone wants to entertain a narcissistic man baby, you're perfect. You're pathetic, Mick. And parts of me feel sorry that you're so scared to be on your own that you're willing to have the company of anyone or anything at any cost.
Easy.
Guess I know your New Year's resolution.
What's that?
Rip the head off of any man you see because you're scorned.
You're far from a man, Mick, so clearly you're wrong.
His insults are great, guys. Let's get back to the matter, okay? What happened during the blackout? Said it wasn't a huge party, a couple uninvited guests. Did anyone have a problem with Jared that you know of?
Nah, Jared made friends with anyone. Hell, the devil himself would take a liking to that guy. He was...
Is.
Right. Is. He's a good guy, so all of this is kind of weird. When the blackout happened, I did get shoulder checked by someone on the way to the bathroom. Guessing one of Mick's good buddies stammering around in the dark.
When you went to the bathroom is when Jared went outside for a cigarette.
Did you see what the guys looked like?
No, it was dark.
Right, blackout. Streetlights?
Not enough to really tell or make anything out. Jared met them at the corner, so a little ways from here.
Leila, did you see anything happen?
Not much. I made it a point to just sit down and not leave, which is what I really wanted to do, but why let someone else ruin your fun, right?
Well, I'll be in contact with y'all very soon. If anything comes up in the meantime, here's my card. And I hope you don't hesitate to let me know of anything. In the meantime, don't book any trips out of state.
Wait. We're not suspects or anything, are we?
Well, not right now. Not unless you should be. Look, your friend's been missing for a couple of weeks. The job hasn't heard from him, family. You guys were his last point of contact. And the trail's cold so far as I know besides you. I don't know if my best friend was missing. I probably wouldn't sleep much until I found him. But clearly your idea of friendship is a little different. But look, we'll do our best to find Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I'm really not understanding why Jared would just disappear. Ron, did he say anything to you before you guys got here?
Nothing. Everything seemed fine, and he was in good spirits and looking to just hang with everybody before his trip.
Irish goodbye?
Nah, he's not like that. You know that, Leela.
I know. Sorry. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this all. The lights came on and everything, but he never came back.
Maybe he found another party or something.
Fine. Possible. But that doesn't explain 2 weeks and still no sign of him.
You're right. Anyways, I gotta head out. I gotta meet up with some people.
Ask them if they saw your friend.
You guys want anything? This is stressing me out.
Water? And whatever you're having.
Ronnie?
No, I should be heading out soon, too. But I'll stop by Jay's place again and give him a call and just ask around, I guess.
All right. Leela, you want ice?
Please.
Hey, you didn't notice anything weird that night?
Weird how?
Things felt really heavy at one point when the lights went out. And I could have sworn when I went to the bathroom, I saw someone standing at the end of the hallway.
What the fuck? Ron!
No, keep it down. I didn't say anything because I couldn't be sure. It felt very dark and just heavy at one point. I didn't say anything to the detective because of how weird that sounds. And Mia, she's here on her own, so I don't want to spook her.
Well, what do you think it was?
I can't be sure. Something happened to Jerry lately. Something bad. Well, there you have it. Part 1. I hope I didn't scare you too much. Tune in next week as the puzzle continues to unravel. Sometimes we don't know people as well as we think. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to this podcast, and just stay up to date as more stories continue to roll out. Sleep tight.